Hello my friends, hello again, and sorry for such a long delay. Yeah, I had a little bit of a problem here at my home. I had issue with HVAC, heating and air conditioning unit. So what happened? If you really pay attention to this transformer, you probably would notice that it doesn't look right? It's a bit look charred, like, oh yeah, the hell, why it's look charred? And if you pay attention to this contactor, you would say, what the hell happening? Why it looks charred as well? Yes, it looks charred. So, and well, this capacitor is look crappy and crummy as well, but it's a little bit different story, or a little story, and take a look at this little story about the capacitor. Alright guys, this is my AC unit and it stopped working, and it stopped working to the point as actually burn transformer at my in the furnace, 24-volt transformer. It's probably gonna double check that contactor, but take a look at that. It's amazing. I think someone decided to went for a nap where not supposed to and got all freaking fried. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about this capacitor, but anyways, so critters are everywhere and sometimes they are not in desirable places. Yeah, so that little guy will sleep there forever, but I don't think it was related to what happened to those two dudes. So the problem is that I do not see any fusing here. So this thing was directly connected to whatever just outlet and essentially going straight to the electrical fuse panel. And there is 15 amp fuse, and this thing is rated 40 VA, so obviously it will crush and burn, will whatever happened to it before it actually tripped that fuse. So fuse was never tripped. And the primary here and secondary here got all charged, because like this is only 2 amps is more enough to actually, more than 2 amps to fry this transformer. I cannot understand why there is no fuse. If this thing would have a fuse, at least only something would short and not gonna fry the transformer. Now I have to replace both. Why this thing shorted, I have no idea, or what's happened to it, but it's clearly charred. And if you take a resistance, take a look at the resistance here. Let's take a look. So there's 2 contacts, one on each side, and resistance is 0.6 ohms, which is obviously gonna be pretty high current at 24 volts. And if you take what's the resistance? I think those two are connected. Resistance of secondary here is 1.2 ohm, and resistance of primary is, oh yeah, nothing. Yeah, of course nothing, because this thing is charred and it's actually blow up as a fuse, because this over here is completely disappeared, right? So it's gone. So this little piece of wire act as a fuse, essentially not to have it all freaking burning. Oh jeez, my gosh, like what people thinking? I don't know. Whoever, maybe it's engineered to actually fail, maybe it's supposed to be people supposed to pay money to fix all this stuff, but yeah. Anyways, so I got replacement unit. So I got new contactor here, and let's take resistance of new contactor, and resistance gonna be, as you see, it's like 12 ohm, right? And I have new transformer. Unfortunately, I couldn't find exact transformer. It's same 2440 VA and things like that, but it's a little bit different form factor, and I have to come up with something. Also, it doesn't have this nice panel, so I have to like take this out and put it over here. My question to people who actually know this stuff, because I had to figure it out as I go, why there is no fuses. Why there is no fuses over here? I don't even know. I have to like make sure this thing's not gonna burn again. I have to like take resistance of any other circuitry remaining before I connect to this transformer to the HVAC unit to actually make sure it's not gonna burn again. Also have to make sure and understand what's happening with this guy, why this guy got burned, right? It's probably just burned because it got old and things like that. So I don't believe there's anything. Like, I see the rust, maybe something got shorted over here. I see some rust right there, I don't know. So, but this failing actually make all rest of the system completely fail is unacceptable. I don't believe this is acceptable. At least fuse can be here in this circuit, or fuse can be here, or fuse can be on primary, on secondary, or whatever, but it has to be some sort of fuse. 2 amp fuse would totally do it, or whatever, 2.5 amp or something like that. Not to, you know, fry the freaking transformer. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so this is something I would like to ask people who are HVAC specialists to explain to me why in HVAC unit, and this is York furnace, this is who actually has this transformer in it, why there is no fuse there. Like, why this thing's supposed to burn? I do not know. Like, I would definitely design a fuse here, and also I would design a fuse here just to prevent such a failure. Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna repair all this. Also, I'm gonna fix and clean up this capacitor. It is actually, the capacitor is okay. It measures right. 5 microfarad I can measure with my Fluke, and 30 microfarad I measure with that dinky device from eBay that is a component tester. I'll keep you posted on the success of all this repair, and also I probably do some sort of tear down of this contactor. It's like, I kind of like how it looks like, but there is nothing to tear down here, just beefy contacts, and this solenoid essentially pulls this in, short one of the mains, because it's actually pretty high current here, up to 30 amp, so that's beefy. Has to be pretty beefy, nice contacts to actually turn on the air conditioner unit. Yeah. Alright, so this is update. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time, and I will keep you posted on success of this repair. See ya.